Skynet's real. I believe Skynet's real, and I believe AI is going to take over and try to save us from ourselves because we cannot be trusted and we're awful. So, hi everybody. Welcome to today's show. This is episode 31, and this is end of June, beginning of July. So this is one that reoccurs every month, where we go over what we finished this month and what we plan to finish next month. Let's start with what I'm wearing. Very good question. It is one of my tops. The yarn is from Knit Crate. It is a cotton alpaca merino blend, if I'm not mistaken, and it's great for summer. I don't even remember the colorway. I didn't even look at it before. I just spent the last couple weekends washing all my summer stuff, darning some stuff, because these were too short and some of the straps were too tight. So I had to, this is still kind of tight. It's not fitting like my other one. So that's a lot of other stuff I was doing this month. So I'm still surprised we got as much done as we did. Anyway, yeah, that's what I'm wearing. I love this base. It's really nice. What are we? Oh my God. I feel like I'm going to start and stop because I have no idea what's happening today. I was like all ready, and then I forgot I had to feed the kitten because there's still a kitten here. And then now I'm all discombobulated. Okay, so this isn't even attached. Whips. Our main whip, y'all. I made shorts. They actually fit. I tried them on today because I just Kitchenered the crotch wedge. Kitchenered it. So we have shorts. And now these will be done today because all I have to do is go around here and do 12 rows of ribbing, and it's done, and we're done. So 2 legs, 12 rounds of ribbing. That'll be done today. And they fit. I couldn't believe they fit. This is the front. Yeah, I was shocked that they fit. I took a picture I might put up on Instagram. Not sure. I'm a little shy about it because the needles are still in it, and they're shorts with no legs. But yeah, I'm really happy with how these are coming out so far. I'm thinking about making them in a different weight. Not that I don't like the sport weight. I'm thinking because my Dyer supplier shipped. It's actually out for delivery, but it says it's not going to be here till later. So because I bought a pack of 5 and I only need 3, I'm thinking of doing another pair of these and dyeing them black. So we'll wait and see how these turn out because I'm super excited about this. I can't believe I got this far to show you. I didn't think I was. It wasn't that hard. If you go step by step, like break it down, if you look at it as a whole, you're like, oh my God, this is too much. But if you break it down step by step, and I even changed the numbers. I even changed the math. So, and I still got them to fit. And I used a different needle size because I didn't have what they called for. But I had already tried on by some miracle. I already had a tube made of this exact stitch count on these needles for one of these tops in Smart Weight. So I just blocked it and put the tube over my waist and it fit. So I was like, oh, there we go. This was, and it just happened to be the exact same stitch count. Isn't that weird? So I'm figuring I could probably do that. And it's great because it matches my tops. It has the same ribbing. It's a 2x2 ribbing that is here on the body. So I can wear this with the long ones and with my crop version. So I'm super excited. I'm like really, really excited. I can't believe I did it. So I'm trying to figure out how this went. So you did the tube. Then you increased in the front and back panels, and those were done stockinette, and then the sides were kept this way. And then you did short rows along the back, which were pretty easy to keep track of because you did the turns in the ribbing, and which was really awesome. And then my last one, I think some of them are supposed to come in the front, but I didn't want them to. So I'm going to make sure they don't next time. Because I think that's for like more of those hip pockets. You know what I mean? Where you have like wings on the side. And I don't have hips like that. So I actually find the fit of these to be really forgiving. And I didn't really see in the project page, I didn't see a lot of thin people, people with no real shape. I don't have a lot of shape. I'm pretty much like stick up and down, so I don't really need a lot of shaping. So cutting the increases in half was like perfect, and then it fit well around. I'm wondering these legs, I hope the legs aren't going to be too big, but with the ribbing they should pull in if they are, but yeah, 24 rounds of ribbing. These are going to be done tonight, so everything's going to be done for June. And then you'll see these next week for dye project. They'll be dyed black, but I could not be more pleased with how this came out. And I Kitchenered them together. It had like a little diagram to graph them, but in the diagram they weren't on needles. They were just like your stitches were just laying there, and I'm like, my stitches aren't laying there, they're on needles. So I just Kitchenered them, which was fine. Not my favorite thing to do, but whatever. Also, my other whip that you have not seen that I just started because we finished Sport Weight Eleanor, so I needed something to do. So I have little half 50 grams left over from my top. And I couldn't decide if this was going to be a Lola sweater or a top for me because now they can go either way, and then I never make a decision. So, because before I was all excited because I was like, oh, if I have 200 grams of worsted or DK, I can make a full-length top and then a crop top for me. Well, then, like, some of them, like, I don't want a crop top. Like, I don't always want a crop top because I'm only going to wear a crop top in the summer. So I don't need them in, like, the heavier weights. So what I decided was, because I made her a yellow one, because I didn't really like the yellow against my skin, but this is my favorite color, so I decided I'm going to make this one a crop for me because it's a light color. I can wear this in the summer. Still looks good with black, and this one can be for me, because I get a little, like, should I make it for myself? Should I make it for like I'm selfish knitting if I make it for me? But, like, she doesn't care that she has sweaters. I don't think she cares. I mean, she'll wear them. I don't think she particularly looks forward to wearing them. She likes it when it's cold out and she has to go outside, but she's not like my other dog that used to bring his sweater to me and sit up and, like, give me his sweater, like, put my sweater on me, and she doesn't do that. Unfortunately. I wish she would. So this also will be done tonight because I just have the ribbing, and this is more than half done. So this is less than 6 hours to go. So everything's going to be done today, which is amazing. So those are 2 whips. Those will be done today. So finished Sport Weight Eleanor. So let's bring you close. Actually, I kind of want to... Can I bring you on this side? There's a dog bed here. Because when you have dogs instead of children, they still take over your house like children do. Like, their toys are everywhere. It's ridiculous. Okay, Oh, she comes down a little bit, but I can't figure out how to do it. So this is underneath, but I decided we're not going to talk about that until the week after Dye Project when Eleanor is released, because that is an open episode. I don't have anything to talk about after Dye Project. So we're going to go through all about the Eleanors. We're going to compare all 4 weights because the DK will be done by then. So we're going to have all weights. Also, remember, I put these lifelines in to figure out. And what I wanted to show you real quick was it corresponds almost, well, it did with the 40. Now it's not. Yeah, here's the 40 right here. So I'm kind of not sure which way. How about if I do this straight up and down? Yeah, there we go. Now it's 40. Okay. Our 40 comes down like this. So it's almost, but it's more than 30, and it's more than 30 and less than 40. So I'm not entirely sure. And I had to cut the other side, which I figured I was going to have to do when I was stretching it. I had to cut the other side. But I have to tell you, let's get rid of this because I want to talk about this. She is almost the same size as, almost the same size as fingering, even though I'm going to go over all this in 2 weeks. In 2 weeks, when she's released, we're going to go over all 4 of them. So she's almost the same size as the fingering weight. I mean, maybe like a half an inch shy on the sides. I had a hard time blocking her, and I think it's because of these things. So when I decide which one I'm going to go with, which I think is probably 40, I'm going to pull these out and reblock her just to see if I can get, I mean, I probably could have just gone through the first few stitches of each side, which is probably what I'll do if I ever have to do this again, because I think I'm pretty much done with having to do this. Instead of doing the whole thing. But this base, guys, this is Nymph Sport from Supernatural Yarn, and I have to tell you, it is so soft. It is like ridiculously soft. I think this is the softest one I have, and it's 100% merino. I don't think there's any nylon in this. I don't have the tag because of course I don't, because it's in my pile where I put them when I'm finished. But I love how this came out. She came out perfect, like always. It's such a versatile. I just absolutely, it works on any yardage so far. We've gotten ridiculous on her yardage. And the colors, you can still see, I want to talk about that next time too. You can still see the bit of pooling, and there's still contrast. It didn't get lost like in the other one. So anyway, I do not have dimensions because she's just about the same as the other one. So we'll do that. In 2 weeks, we'll go over all the Eleanors because I'll have the DK done, and it'll be fun. Okay, so I'm tired. What else is new? Let's go over what we finished this month. So we have 2 crop tops finished. Well, we'll have 3. This is the Cascade. That was reclaimed from Lola's sweater. This is for Will of the Andes for Dye Project. And our mint green one that I just did, that just started. We also did 2 Lola sweaters, another one for Dye Project, and this 220. Then we did May's Dye Project, which was finished in July instead of June. And Sport Weight Eleanor. So all together, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to have 8 finished for June. which funnily enough, if you remember last month, because before I do these, I go back and I watch the last month for the ones that are recurring. I go and watch the last months to see if there's anything. So last month was end of May, beginning of June, so I wanted to see what we had planned for June and what we, how close we were to hitting our goals for June. And I did have 8 we did have 8 projects planned for June. However, those were the shorts, the crop top, and Lola sweater for dye project. Okay, so that was 3. They had Eleanor. That was 3. Eleanor and DK, which we did not get. Eleanor and Sport, which we did get. The V-back tee we did not do. Alone and Awake, the Cascade crop, which was the black one, and the yellow Lola sweater. So those are all we had 8, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9. So what did I add in? The V-back tee, I don't know. No, because that was from the month before. I don't know what I added in. Oh, probably the Lola sweater, because I didn't plan on doing that Lola sweater. It just happened to be on the needles I needed to make her other sweater. So of those, the only thing we didn't finish is the Eleanor DK, because we didn't have one, and the V-back tee, because we don't talk about that. We don't talk about the V-back tee. So we still got 8 projects done, which is a pretty big deal. I'm pretty proud. I don't know why I put this away. I bought another planner that is 2 planners in one, because I'm tired of having the 2 separate. Okay, so for July, we have planned DK Eleanor that I have to dye up. This is going to be a tonal. I have not decided what color tonal, and I'm not sure where to go, because the colorways for Eleanor are all over the place. They are ridiculous and all over the place. We got this, we got green, we got pink and gray, so I'm not quite sure what. I'm going to try to stay away from green, because we already have her in green in the worsted, so I'm going to try to find a different tonal. Probably should not have put a green thing on her, because I'm going to see green and go, oh, let's do green. No, we're not doing green. So this is project 1. Then we have, I'm going to go over these for you, because remember, we're doing our fingering weight. Now my Sport is coming today, right? And the DK I haven't settled on, because I want to dye that up, knit it up, and see if I like the base or not before. I have 2 of them, so we'll probably also do Linda, but I'm going to I haven't ordered more, because I'm not sure which I want to order yet, so we'll see. But we are going to start the fingering weight of the other 3. So this is Black in Season from Mitchell's Creations, and I gotta tell you, she blew up, didn't she? I think it's a she behind this, Mitchell's Creations. I think it's a she behind this. I apologize if I am misgendering. Let's do a singular they, but I think it's one person, one dyer behind Mitchell's Creations. Cannot remember. Pretty sure it's a her. I can't remember her name though. I have like 4 skeins from her, I think. Haven't made any of them yet, because they are so gorgeous that like nothing's good enough. However, I think this is gonna look amazing as Linda. Remember, Linda is the one with the garter and mesh lace. So I don't think there's too much black to get lost in the mesh, and for who Linda is named after, red is perfect. Perfect for Linda. This is why I started top, because I was going to start one of these, and I'm like, I can't because I haven't showed you them yet. So this is going to be Linda. Right, Mitchell's Creations, Black and Seasoning. What's next? Dana. Dana is Dandelions and Daisies. This is Blackened Rose. Yeah, these are all 463. These all have the 463 yard. This is the yardage you need. Superwash, merino, and nylon. They're all, this is 75-25. Okay, so this is, like I was saying, it is a green and a purpley pink rose color. It's a really, really pretty color. Then there's some blue. Do you see some blue in here? Like some violet, maybe like a lavender almost. And then over here we got some speckles. And I just thought this paired well with the green that was already Dana. So we'll have some sort of green, which fits Dana, if you think about it. Green would fit Dana. Should fit Foxwood, but it fits for Dana's the whole theme of Dana. So Dandelions and Daisies. I will link all of these shops below. And then Maya, I don't have the tag for this because I started to make something with it and then I rehanged it, and I was going to over dye it because it's really not my color. But I think this will look really, really good for Maya. I think it'll bring out the old shale very, very well. This is a one of a kind, just a one-off. So she was probably trying to make something else and came up with this and said, oh, it's pretty. And then I said, oh, it's pretty. And I bought it at a trunk show. This is Cornbread and Honey. And this is a high twist, so it's probably a 2-ply. And I don't have the card. I do have the card. I just don't have it on me right now. And this supposedly has the right yardage, which is weird for a 2-ply, right? You think a 2-ply would have less yardage. So we'll see what happens. I'm going to go ahead and trust that she knows what she's talking about. But I've never seen a high twist like a 2-ply have that yardage. Usually they have shorter yardage. But we'll try anyway and see what happens. Not that it matters really, because I mean we've done Maya on or no, we didn't do Maya. That's the other one. What am I thinking of? The stockinette version is Ruth. Ruth, right behind me. Ruth. We did her on 435, right? Yeah, we did her on a shorter yardage. So it doesn't matter other than my own need to know, which is fine because I use this Ruth as the pattern anyway, so it doesn't matter. So I need Cornbread and Honey. So these are the 3 that we're going to be making. So again, why can't I think of her name? Maya is that dusty rose, and we got that kind of dusty rose in here. Dusty rose kind of in here with some gray. So I'm not sure what we're going to do. I'm wondering if when I do the tonals, because I don't have those planned yet at all, because I got to do some more swatching, I'm hoping they'll all, I'm going to try to make an effort to make sure that they're all kind of, you know, have maybe a cohesive kind of look to them. Poor Eleanor. So these are for sure going to be cast on probably tomorrow, once I finish my top and my shorts. Yeah, I'm going to start Linda first, and then, because these are just going to be anytime. I mean, all of these are so easy. I can work on them anytime. It's just, they're going to take a while because they're fingering. So then I have, I don't know if I'll get more. I mean, 3 fingering weight shawls in 1 month seems like too much to do. But since they're the garter and not stocking it, I'll want to do them. So it will be, I think they'll be done quicker. But I do have 3 projects that I might do. One is the Pinch Me Crop by Knititude, and that is done in a worsted weight. And okay, the second one I saw on Instagram, the number 2, that I don't know why I didn't start with that one, because in my queue it's number 2 and not number 1. I saw this top on Instagram and I was like, oh, that's really cute, but it had buttons, and I'm like, I'm not doing buttons. I don't do buttonholes. Like, I have a big giant list of stuff I don't do that I'm like, nah, nope. Buttons are one of them because I don't want to do buttonholes. Like, I'll do buttonholes on my sewing machine, but I'm not doing buttonholes in knitting. I'm just not. I don't know why. No, thanks. So for that, one of the suggested yarns was something you could get at Joann's, and there's a Joann's right near me. So it was on sale. Like, I went on the website and it was on sale 40% off, and I was like, well, okay. Like, I want to try this. Like, I'm not sure if the top's something I would really, really wear, but in this base, I'll try it. And then while we were there, I saw this Naibu, which is 100% lyocell. It's made from plants. I'm not for sure I've heard of this before. I'm not very caught up on cellulose fibers because you can't dye them with acid dyes. They need a completely different process. And that process is horrible, and I don't want any part of it. So, so I saw this in this beautiful thistle, this purpley color. It's a little bit less saturated than you're seeing. It's like a dusty purple. Will still look great with black, which is like for everything. Will it look good with black? Yes, then I'll wear it. But these are kind of heavy. So this is 85 grams and 157 yards. So it says it's a medium weight 4. So the Pinch Me Crop is a worsted weight, and I wanted to make it, but I didn't want to make it in merino because I wanted to make it in something more summery, and so I thought we would try the lyocell. And it's like a tank that has a little squish in the middle, so I thought that would be cute. So it's on my list to do, but I don't know that we'll get to it. I hope we do, but we might not. The second thing, which made me go to Joann, and you guys, I don't go to Joann's to buy. Like, if I'm going to Joann's, I'm buying fabric. I'm buying some cheap fabric so I can try stuff out, you know what I mean? And then I'll go to the quilt shop and buy real stuff. You know, like, I don't shop at Joann's. It's not something that I do. I mean, not anymore. Once I stopped working with acrylic, I don't. Because I make soft sculptures out of acrylic because acrylic comes in a million colors and it's easy. You don't have to block it, especially you don't want to block it if you're using it for soft sculptures. It's perfect. So once I couldn't crochet anymore and I had to go to knitting, I was like, I'm not knitting with acrylic. No, I'm not wearing. I don't like the feel of it on my skin. I don't want it anywhere near me. So for me to go to Joann's is kind of a big deal. Like, I don't go to Joann's. But I saw the Brookline Blouse by Kate. Is it Garden or Gardine? I don't know. Garden. But that's not actually the one I saw. It was something else but if you go to Instagram, that one has buttons, and I didn't want buttons, so I think it's a V-neck, and it has like kind of flouty, like kind of frilly looking at the edges. And then it said you could do it in this True Boo, which is 100% rayon from bamboo. This is 100 grams, $241. So they're calling this a 3. So I don't know what 3 is. Whatever. Is this like a sport weight? Anyway, it was listed on the for the ones you could use. This color is slate, and it is a purpley gray. It is definitely purpley gray that you're not gonna pick up here for some reason. Again, not as saturated as you're seeing there. It is a washed out powdery gray. Very pretty. Will look good next to black. So again, they were 40% off. So I was like, well, even if I hate it, I can just throw it away. If I hate it that much. They are really heavy though. So like, you go like, they're both 100 grams, but this one feels lighter to me than this one. It's the yarn feels very, very dense. Anyway, so those are 2 tops that I'm also thinking of doing. And then also the V-back tee, Jamie Hoffman. I do have the, it's still sitting in my bag, that I had a knot in, so we had to pull some. This is the Violin Malabrigo Machita. Violin, God, nothing is showing up today. It's so dark. We're expecting rain, so there's not a lot of sun today. So I do have 3 tops I could get to, and one's worsted weight, one's DK, and then one's fingering. So just by math, I would do the worsted weight one first. So if I finish Linda, I remember the stockinette version of Linda going by very, very fast. It's like one of the first patterns I made a million years ago. No, I think like 6 years ago. So that was done really, really quickly. So if Linda gets done quickly, then we have dye day, which a lot of stuff for dyeing. The 3 shorts, the 2 tops, and I got to dye DK Eleanor. So then once my dyer supplier gets here, my sport gets here, then I'm thinking next month we could do DK and sport weight Linda and get that done for the month. And then the next month we can do DK sport weight Dana and then Maya for the following month. And then that, since we'll only have 2 to do, because the worsteds are already done, if I get the fingering weights done this month, then we'll have all that time. So I can do those tops and probably other stuff. I'll have time to do that. So that's my thought process on that. I still can't believe I got 8 projects done this month. That's fucking crazy. This might be short episodes. This is going to be a short episode because I'm almost done. I got really nothing else to tell you except for I want to show you this. This is one of my favorite colorways, and you can tell because I caked it up and nothing is good enough for this skein. This is You're Gonna Need a Bigger Boat by Twin Mommy Creations. How long were you staring at that? And that was making you nuts. And you can see this one too. There, look at that. Okay. So, Twin Mommy Creations. This is the first skein I ever saw from her. And I don't know how I saw it. I don't know how I came across it, but I am a huge Jaws fan. I love sharks. Actually, I'm terrified of sharks. And I can be, here's what I did. I kind of transferred all of the fears that I could, like, you have fears, right? Of stupid stuff that is just dumb, like spiders or snakes. I'm not afraid of snakes. I like snakes. I don't like spiders if they're in my house. I like them if they're outside. Well, I mean, if I know where they are, so I don't like walking to a web, or so I don't like walking into webs. So I like took a lot of my fears, because I have a lot of phobias and stuff from I don't know, getting PTSD when you're a kid, maybe. I don't know. But I like took a lot of my fears and I put them onto sharks, because having a shark fear is mostly situational, and it's a situation that I can completely, what's the term I'm looking for? Avoid. I can completely avoid ever coming into contact with a shark. You know how? You stay out of the water. You stay out of the water. Don't go on boats. I'm not going to go on boats because I get seasick. I also don't want to fly over water. So I figure I can be afraid of sharks all I want, because I will never actually see a shark. Isn't that weird? That's so weird. This is how my brain is. So I love Jaws. It's so scary. Oh my God, it's so scary. I call it a documentary. I say it's a documentary. Didn't Peter Benchley write that? Because he wrote The Beast. He wrote a lot of like under. Was that Peter Benchley? Did he write Jaws? I'm pretty sure he did. And I actually read that when I was a kid. Peter Benchley. Yep, Jaws. Right there. Oh, he died. Wow, he died in 2006. That's sad. Yeah, he wrote a lot about... Yeah, The Beast. The Tentacles. The Beast. That was like the first one I read. Yeah, he does a lot of... like underwater horror stuff. I love it. Anyway, I'm telling you this because I just saw on her Instagram that she released a bunch of these. So hopefully by Friday you can still get some, or maybe she'll make more, because this is one of my favorite colorways ever. It's gray and white and red, and it is fabulous. I absolutely love it. I remember when I saw it, I needed to have it. I was like, I need to have it immediately. It's one of the first indie dyed yarns that I got. Like my very first one was Vampire's Kiss or something, and then this was not far behind. Like then you get that where the names, they get me with the names every time. She also has really cool stitch markers. She has ones that I got that are like dragon eyes. They're like these single dragon eyes, like lizard looking eyes, like with the like cat eyes, like the pupils are up and down, you know what I mean? And just one that's like a cloud. She just put it out. It's a cloud and it's a rainbow. And so I commented on her like, this would look great with bats for Halloween. And so like, fingers crossed. She makes some bat. I'm crazy about bats. It's a problem. Anyway, wanted to send you there because she has another colorway that I bought called Urban Decay that is an amazing color. It's really, really cool. Anyway, I think that's all I have for you. So I'm just saying, she doesn't just have great colorways. She also has like cool notions. And so I'm trying to think if she had any wood ones, but I don't think that was her. I think that was somebody else. Anyway, so I'll link her below too, and you can go look at her shop if she has them listed. A lot of times she doesn't list things, so watch her Instagram, and then if you want them, you can comment on her Instagram and she'll list them. I don't know. I don't list things because, I mean, even when my patterns go up, my husband does it. I have no idea how to work the computer. Like, what's it when you're afraid of technology? I'm that. I am afraid of technology, and I blame Terminator because Skynet's real. I believe Skynet's real, and I believe AI is going to take over and try to save us from ourselves because we cannot be trusted and we're awful. So, what's your favorite Terminator? Mine's Genesis, which I know. Everyone likes T2, right? Or the original. But I like Genesis, and I'm going to tell you why. First of all, Khaleesi, okay? She's amazing as Sarah Connor, and I love alternate timelines. I love that. Okay, spoiler, if you haven't seen Genesis, turn this off right now and go watch it. I'm not sure you can see it anywhere, but go watch it. And who's that guy that plays Kyle Reese? I don't even mind him, and he's not my favorite actor. But I don't mind him in this movie. Like, he was also in Jack Reacher. Hated him in that movie. Like, he's one of those I don't really care for, but I like him as Kyle Reese, maybe. I like the dynamic between Kyle Reese and Sarah Connor when she's not helpless, where we get to see her strong again. Like in T2, she's doing those, Oh, speaking of, I started working out. So if we'll see what happens in like 6 months if I look any different. Anyway, I like the change in dynamic between Sarah Connor and Kyle Reese from the first one to Genesis, because she's kind of saving him, you know what I mean? I love the character of Pops. Love Pops. I love the smile. Love the smile he does. And I love my favorite, okay, besides the alternate timelines, because I love that. That's my favorite part of it, is probably the alternate timelines. I love John Connor being the bad guy. And Matt Smith as Skynet. Okay, like, there's so much greatness in that movie. I think it's totally underrated as just a standalone sci-fi, but then also as part of the Terminator franchise. It's my absolute favorite one, and I don't know why everybody doesn't love it as much as I do. I think people just didn't see it. It's amazing. Yeah, I mean the at the beginning with the Terminator, because then the Terminator comes back too. Kyle Reese comes back, and the original Terminator comes back. So that was CGI'd Schwarzenegger, right? That was a little weird. That did look kind of weird, but not weird enough to ruin that. Like, certainly, I have seen worse. I watch sci-fi movies, on the Sci-Fi Channel. So I've seen, what is it, Sharknado. Okay, I've seen some bad CGI. And that Arnold Schwarzenegger is not the worst CGI I've ever seen. And I like, what's his name? J.K. Simmons is in it too. The guy from Law and Order. Oh my God. Skoda from Law and Order. He's in it too. He's got some good lines too. Really good lines, like, so great. Anyway, you know that I love Genesis. It's my favorite. Every time it's on TV, I will watch it. It's one of those movies where if it's on, I will watch it every single time, like the day after tomorrow. I love climate disaster movies. That's probably my favorite genre, is climate disasters, and then space and time travel. Love those things. So if you can get them all together, what am I I don't even know what I'm talking about. See, I need like bullet points, and then I need to shut the hell up. Sorry. This is how I like do every pattern that I'm like, oh, I don't know if I could do it. First, what I do is I look through, like, I love in Ravelry when it tells you what you have to do, or it tells you if it's bottom down or top, or bottom up or top down. I look for that first. And then I look for, like, stuff I don't like short rows or steeking or whatever. Like, I love when they're fully filled out and tells you all the stitches you got to do, everything you got to do. That did not mention grafting. So I would put that on there, because I mean, I've done Kitchener before, but I guess that's not hard. But if you break it down to each point, And then there's this really useful resource called YouTube where you can get information for free. Like, people will demonstrate things, like how to do Kitchener, how to graph things. Anytime I get stuck in a pattern, I think it's starting to rain. Anytime I get stuck with something in a pattern, I just look it up on YouTube. Like, that's probably my secret of how to fake being an expert knitter, is go step by step. Really, if you can read a pattern, that's the hardest part, is learning to read a pattern. So, hey, you can learn that on YouTube too. You want to see this? Look, where are we looking? Right here. Ready? Look at that baby. Look at that baby. That's my kitty cat sleeping. He's so cute. Anyway, look at my cat. He's so cute. Good job finishing all your projects this month. I hope you've scheduled what you want to do, or at least picked out what you want to do. If you decided what you're going to start, or what you started yesterday on the 1st. If not, it's not too late. And that's my favorite part of scheduling stuff. I like to schedule. I like a book telling me what to do. Is that weird? Because I do not like anyone telling me what to do. But a book's like, finish those shorts. Okay, I will finish those shorts. You hear the rain? That means I gotta shut this down. So anyway, oh, he's so cute. All right, I'll let you guys go. Schedule your projects. Get everything done. You're running out of summer. This is your last July, August, and we're done with summer. And then we're gonna go fall. I can't wait for fall. Fall is my favorite time to make stuff, and we're gonna have no more shawls to do. We're gonna have no more designs to do. I've got sweaters to make. I've got mittens to make. So much crap to make. Oh my God, I cannot wait for fall to get here to start working on fall stuff. Oh my God, I'm so excited. What is your favorite season? Do you have a favorite season? Mine is fall, definitely. I love fall because you're in that in between. I mean, fall is my favorite anyway because I hate the heat and I hate snow. So it's not hot, but it's not yet snowing, and everything's dying, and I love it. Love it. Love the smell. I love when it rains in the fall. I love when the leaves start to die because I love the smell. But I love knitting for fall. That is my favorite time to knit because you're in that. I love that where you're just starting to get cold, so you just need something little, you know? Oh, I love it. Love it. Love it. I hate bundling up in winter. I hate that part. I hate snow. I hate that when the cold stings your face. I hate that. So anything before that, but after the sweltering heat, that like 2 weeks, where you have that beautiful weather, that's when I love it. But anyway, that is my favorite time is to knit for as well. So I got a lot of stuff. I'm very excited for not next month, July, for August, which is going to be our start to fall, because now we can get into knitting for the seasons because we're done with this ridiculousness. And hopefully now, I haven't forgotten about the 3rd series. I have not forgotten about it. I'm putting it on the back burner because I really want to give Eleanor and that whole series. I've never seen a bias triangle that was symmetrical. I've never seen that. If anyone has done that, I haven't seen it. So I'm hoping that this, you can even, if you have an asymmetrical pattern, but you don't want it asymmetrical and you want it symmetrical, that you can put just put that in there and work it around. That's what I'm going to do. I have that plan. Or actually, we might do something in August that works around that. Hopefully. Maybe if we have time, we'll see. Anyway, okay, I'm leaving because now I'm just rambling, and I'll sit here for like hours and ramble, and it's raining, and I'm a little bit hungry. So I'm going to say goodbye. I'm going to thank you for joining me again. I hope you had a nice, relaxing time. Not as relaxing as Tormund. I hope you are still conscious and not staring out the window. Oh my God, he's so cute. I can't stand it. Thank you for joining me again for another Friday. Yeah, so I hope you're hitting your goals. Hit those goals. Plan those goals. You got to set a goal before you can smash it. Smash the goal. Smash it. I can't believe we did so many this month. When I said, I was watching the last one, and I'm like, 8, ha 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 ha. Ha ha ha, like we're never gonna do 8. We're never gonna finish 8 projects, and I finished 8 projects. So that's fun. So let's see if we can do these 4. But I think we might be able to do 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna say probably not the V-back tee, but I think the other 2 shirts we can do. For sure. I think maybe. Okay, guys. Take care of yourselves. I will see you next week. Bye.